Traveling to Prague is definitely one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. And looking back on it now, I'm very surprised because a year ago, I definitely would have said no to this kind of thing, but last fall, I really just decided to go for it, and it's been a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The whole reason I took this class was to get out of my comfort zone. Traveling to a foreign country with a group of students I didn't know that well definitely foot the bill. But it's definitely difficult to prepare for a trip like this, especially when the professor who you've had multiple times before forgets that you're even in the class in the first place. My first worry was probably with travel and the plane ride, because the longest plane ride I'd ever been on was probably about an hour. So it was a big step up for me, and it went pretty well. I feel like now I can confidently say that I'm not worried about flying on planes anymore, regardless of the length of the flight. The second big worry I had about this trip was basically just the fact that it was a foreign country. It's a place I've never been before, with people who speak a completely different language, and I was coming there for a week and trying to fit in. Fortunately, the people at Gioba and even the people at Sonitor made us feel right at home. As the week moved on, I even ventured out on my own and did my own thing, just to kind of explore by myself and get some time away from everyone else. The various people at each business that we visited also made us feel right at home. They almost made it feel like we could apply for a job right then and there, and they would consider hiring us. My biggest concern for this trip was traveling to a foreign country with people that I didn't really know. But it also ended up being my biggest takeaway and accomplishment from this trip. I was a little worried that the first 2 months of class wasn't enough time to get to know everyone before we actually traveled abroad together and lived together. But once we got there, everyone was so comfortable with each other and went really smoothly. It helped me be very comfortable with everything that was going on. Yeah, you're traveling abroad with people that you don't know and doing things that you've never done before. So it was pretty surreal, and by the end of it, it had felt like we'd been friends for years, and that really, really amazed me, because that was number one concern when I applied back in the fall. So in the end, my biggest takeaway may not be the culture, or all the history, or any of the businesses we visited, or any of the people that we met and worked with. My biggest accomplishment was getting out of my comfort zone and getting to explore a country that I may never get to go to again with this group of people.